Yoga is the connection of mind, body, and spirit. When we take time for ourselves, we're better able to show up in our day-to-day lives, knowing that the tools we need are always within us, using our breath and our body as our guide. Hey everyone, and welcome to today's practice. My name is Brittany and I'll be guiding you for our practice today. Our theme is on calming and moving a little bit slower than we usually do, working with our parasympathetic system. For practice, we'll begin lying on our backs. So we'll take our time settling into our space. Feet come to the outer edges of the mat. Option for the palms to rest along the body, or maybe they rest beside the body, palms facing up, finding a little bit of openness through the chest. Maybe the palms come to rest on the belly, or one on the belly and one over top of the heart space. Taking a moment just to arrive here. Maybe observing how we're feeling. Showing up with however we feel in this moment. Knowing that that's okay. You might start to observe your natural rhythm and pace of breath. And whether you're breathing in through the nose or the mouth. Feeling all the parts of the body that expand with your inhale. And all the parts of the body that contract with your exhale. Maybe starting to find some soft, subtle movements, wiggling the toes and the fingers, circling out through the wrists and the ankles, reaching the arms up and overhead, toes to point towards the top of your space. Take an inhale, feel that stretch, and exhale, draw one knee in towards the chest, and then the other. Palms will come to rest on tops of the shins. And we'll start to find some circles through the knees, drawing them away from the body. And then in towards the chest, out towards the sides of our space, and then back in. Maybe observing what sensations come up through the hips, the low back. And then we'll start to draw the knees out towards the sides of the body. Palms can stay resting on tops of the shins. Maybe we stay here, feeling that length through the spine. Option to take the arms in between the thighs. The index finger and middle finger can wrap around the big toes, and then we'll reach the heels up towards the sky, stacking the ankles with the knees. Maybe you can catch the palms to the outer edges of the heels. Maybe they stay there. Again, meeting our body where it is. Maybe even feeling a little bit of a gentle rock from side to side. And then we'll release the heels back in towards the sit bones. Rock from side to side. Just letting that go. And the palms will come behind the thighs. Option to rock along the spine or rock onto your side. We'll meet at the top of our space in a comfortable cross-legged seat. Taking your time to arrive here. And we'll stack our sit bones with our ribs and softening the shoulders away from the ears. Palms can rest on top of the knees. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, palms face down towards our mat as we trace the front line of the body. Inhale to reach out and up. And exhaling, palms face down, tracing the front line. And then just moving with your breath. And the next time that we reach up, our right palm will come over to rest on our left knee as the left arm draws behind the body, keeping the chin in line with the chest, feeling that length through the spine, taking an inhale and an exhale. Inhale, we'll reach the arms back up. And then on the exhale, the left palm crosses over to meet the right knee as the right arm draws behind the body. Chin stays in line with the chest, feeling this opening here. Inhale for length. And exhale, the navel draws in. Checking in with our breath. And then we'll inhale to reach the arms up. And on the exhale, spread the fingers wide, plant the palms down onto the mat. We'll stack the wrists with the shoulders and the knees underneath our hips. Coming into our first tabletop position of our practice. Checking in with our wrists and our knees. We'll extend the left heel back, toes tuck underneath. And then find this gentle rock back and forth. Exploring the sensations through the back line of the body. Just observing how we feel here. And then we'll start to find some circles through the left hip. So bending through the knee, reaching the left heel up towards the sky. The knee will draw over towards the left side of our space, in towards the chest, extending the heel back and up. And these circles can be as small as it feels comfortable in the body. I'm just observing what sensations are coming here. Maybe we reverse the direction. And checking in with our hips. And then we'll release our left knee back down to the mat, stacking it underneath our hip. Taking an inhale, and on the exhale, extend the right heel back, tucking the toes underneath. And we'll find that gentle rock back and forth. Exploring the sensations through the back line of the body. Maybe even observing any sensations coming up through the wrists. And then we'll bend through the right knee, extend the heel up towards the sky. The knee will draw over towards the right side of our space, in towards the body, and up and back. Seeing if we can move through the hip. And just checking in with any sensations that come up here. Know that this side might feel completely different, and that's okay. And then we'll reverse that direction. That might change the sensation. Maybe it doesn't. And then the right knee will stack back underneath the hip. Tuck the toes underneath. On the exhale, we'll hover the knees an inch or two away from the mat, engaging through the core space. Checking in, feeling stable here. On the exhale, we'll reach our sit bones up, press the thighs back, finding our first downward facing dog. Rooting through the index finger and the thumb. And then we'll bend through the knees. Take an inhale, wave the spine forward, coming into plank. On the exhale, bend through the knees, reach the sit bones up, press the thighs back, finding our downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll wave the spine forward. Exhale to bend through the knees, reach the sit bones up, press the thighs back. And then we'll inhale, reach the left leg up and back. Exhale to draw the left knee in towards the chest. Plant the foot between the palms, lower the right knee down. We'll walk the left ankle to stack with the knee, and then reach the arms up towards the sky. Take an inhale. On the exhale, open the arms up towards the left side of your space. Inhale to reach the arms up. And exhale, we'll plant the right palm inside the left foot as we reach the left arm up towards the sky, lifting the right knee away from the mat, and then finding some circles through the shoulders. So left arm will reach forward, and then exhale, the left arm sweeps back. Inhale, reaching the left arm forward, and exhaling back. We'll plant the left palm down. Take an inhale, step the right foot all the way up to meet the left. And then exhale, palms to shins or thighs, neutral spine, halfway lift. Bending through the knees, we'll fold forward. And then option to catch for opposite elbows, rocking from side to side, finding some length through the spine and the back of the head. And then inhale, we'll slowly begin to rise up. Arms remain heavy, rising up last, reaching up towards the sky. And then exhale, palms together at heart center. We'll inhale to reach the arms up. And then exhale, backs of the arms forward as we hinge from the hips, bend through the knees. Then the arms will sweep alongside the body, reaching them up towards the sky, palms face in towards one another, and then we'll sweep the arms back, reach the sit bones back, bending through the knees, finding our chair pose, and then exhale, arms will sweep alongside the body, reaching up and back, palms face in towards one another, and then sweeping forward, coming back into our chair pose, sit bones reach back, lengthening out the spine. Exhale, arms sweep back alongside the body, and then inhale, reaching back up, finding that length. Exhale, sweeping back. This time maybe the fingers interlace together, they can stay resting on the low back, or maybe the palms draw away from one another, reaching the arms up and overhead. Just exploring the sensation through the shoulders, and then maybe bending through one knee, straightening the other, and just finding a little bit of a sway from side to side. We'll exhale to release the palms down the backs of the legs, bending enough through the knees so that the palms can plant down. Walk, step, or hop to the back of your space here. Inhale through plank. Exhale to lower the knees down, and then we'll lower all the way down onto our bellies. Arms will come alongside the body, palms facing down. On the inhale, chin, chest, feet, and hands to hover. Exhale to come back down. Inhale, chin, chest, palms, and feet to hover, feeling this length from the toes to the crown of the head. Exhale to come down. Inhale, we'll find one last lift. Exhale, we'll lower. Inhale, palms to plant underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes underneath, pressing up through hands and knees or through plank. And on the exhale, sit bones reach out, thighs press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up and back. Exhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest, plant the foot between the palms. We lower the left knee down. Inhale, arms to sweep up. And on the exhale, we'll open the arms up towards the right side of our space. Navel draws in, lengthening out through the spine. And then checking in with our breath here. Inhale, arms to sweep up. And then exhale, open. We'll plant the left palm down onto the mat, reach the arm up, tuck the left toes underneath, lift the left knee, and then we'll start to find circles through the right arm, drawing it up and overhead, and then back. So inhale, reaching forward, and exhale, sweeping back. Linking our breath and our movement. And then we'll plant the right palm down onto the mat. Exhale, step the left foot all the way up to meet the right. Inhale, palms to shins or thighs, neutral spine, halfway lift. Exhale, soft bend of the knees as we fold forward, catching for opposite elbows and finding this gentle rock from side to side. And then option on the inhale to wave the spine up. And then exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale to round, and exhale, folding forward. Seeing if we can lengthen out through the spine, and then we'll inhale, reach the arms up and back, interlacing the fingers, opening through the shoulders, the back of the neck. We'll pop up onto the left tippy tops of the toes, then root the heel down, and then pop up onto the right tippy tops of the toes, heels pop down, and then sweep the arms forward on our exhale. Sit bones reach back, lengthening out through the spine, finding our chair pose. Settling into our breath, and then we'll inhale to reach up. Exhale, swan diving forward. Palms will plant down to the mat. Walk, step, or hop to the back of your space here. Inhale through plank. Exhale, sit bones reach up, thighs press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the chest. Plant the foot between the palms, and then we'll walk our right foot in just a little bit and then turn it out at about a 45-degree angle. We'll inhale to rise up, and then just checking in here, our hips are going to pivot to face towards the top of our space, and you might walk the right foot in or back, and it's okay if the right heel is lifted. And then we'll reach the arms up, feeling really stable through the legs. On the exhale, arms will come alongside the body as we hinge from the hip, leaning forward. Inhale to reach up. And exhale, arms sweep back. Option to interlace the fingers here, palms draw away. And on the exhale, leaning in towards our left thigh, so folding over the leg. And seeing if we can stay grounded through the back right heel, and then slowly release the palms down to the mat. Step the right foot back, root through the right palm, and then exhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky. We'll plant the left palm down, sit bones reach up, thighs press back, coming to our downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps up and back. Exhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest, plant the foot between the palms. We're stepping our left foot up at about a 45-degree angle, so you can walk the foot in as much as you'd like or as far back. Our hips will draw up and forward towards the top of our space, just checking in here, rooting through the back of the left heel and feeling solid through the outer edge of our right foot. And it's okay if we feel a little wobbly on this side. So we'll settle in, feeling that length through the spine, reach the arms up, and then exhale, arms sweep beside the body as we hinge from the hip, leaning forward. Moving with your breath this time. Maybe the side feels a little different, and that's okay. This time on the exhale, the arms will sweep back. Option to interlace the fingers together, and then reaching the palms away from one another. Arms reach back and up as we hinge from the hips, leaning forward. Seeing if we can engage through the core, feeling that length through the spine, and it's okay if we lose the interlace of the fingers. Maybe the palms simply face in towards one another. Feeling rooted through the back edge of our left foot, we'll take an inhale and exhale, and then release the palms down onto the mat. Frame the right foot, step the left foot back, and then we'll root through the left palm. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the right palm down. We'll step both feet back, sit bones reach up, thighs press back, downward facing dog. We'll bring the knees down onto the mat, hips shift back towards the heels, and then we'll slowly lower forward. If you have a block, you can bring it underneath the forehead. Arms will come alongside the body, palms facing back. So this is our traditional child's pose. If you don't have a block, you might stack the palms into fists, bringing them underneath the forehead. Feeling the breath in towards the thighs. Maybe even the breath through the back line of the body. Letting everything go. You might bring the focus of the forehead resting on the block or your mat. Maybe feeling the body grow just a little bit heavier here. And slowly begin to rise up. You can set your block off towards the side. And then we'll come onto one side of the hips. We'll extend our right leg out towards the side of our space in line with our hip. Left foot draws in towards our sit bone, bending through the knee. And then inhale, finding length through the spine. On the exhale, hinging over, folding over our right leg. Maybe we flex the toes in towards the body. And you might be able to catch the foot. If not, that's okay. The backs of the palms can come to rest on the mat, just allowing the arms to grow heavy. Feeling the weight through the upper body. And seeing if you can draw the chest over towards our right thigh. Maybe you find a generous bend through the knee. Just meeting our body where it is. Settling into this shape. And then inhale, slowly begin to rise back up. We'll draw our right heel in towards our body as we extend our left leg out. So you can extend it out any amount that feels comfortable through the hip. This might be closer in line towards the body, or maybe more out towards the side. And then we'll shift forward so that our torso faces towards the top of our left thigh. Inhale for length through the spine, and on the exhale, we hinge from the hip, leaning forward. So you might find a generous bend through the left knee. You might even bring a block underneath, that's okay. And then maybe you catch for the foot with the palms of the hands, or the backs of the palms can come to rest down, palms facing up towards the sky. Feeling that sensation through the back line of the body. And softening into the breath. And slowly on an inhale, we'll rise back up, extending the legs to the top of your space. Soles of the feet will plant down as wide as your mat. Arms will come behind the body, fingers pointing back. And then we'll find a gentle rock of the knees from side to side. Getting in through the inner and outer hips. You might even pause on one side if that feels really great through the body. Observing the knees, the hips. And coming back to your natural rhythm and pace of breath, moving in a way that feels supportive for your body. And in your own time, the knees will come back through to center, and we'll lower down onto our backs, extending one heel out towards the outer edge of our mat, and then the other, palms to rest along the body. You might bring blocks underneath the knees, or the soles of the feet might plant down onto the mat, keeping the knees bent if there's a lot of sensation coming up through the low back. Finding a shape that's supportive for your body here. Maybe coming back to the noises happening around you. And starting to observe the sensations through the body. Maybe we bring the hands to rest on the low belly, feeling the rise and fall of our breath. And then maybe the palms travel towards the top of our belly, feeling the warmth of our palms in this space. And then the palms might travel over top of the heart center, resting one palm on top of the other. Feeling our breath here. And then slowly we'll start to find some movement, wiggling through the fingers and the toes. And then we'll draw the knees in towards the body. Arms will wrap around the shins, giving ourselves a little bit of a hug. And then making your way up into a comfortable seat with the eye gaze soft. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. It was an honor and a privilege to guide you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.